Hey there, Heidi Cooper here, functional medicine practitioner, licensed esthetician from Skin Inside Out. Today I want to talk to you guys about the amazing skin benefits of zinc and why it's so necessary to have adequate levels for healthy skin. We know that zinc is necessary for tissue repair, and 6% of the body's zinc stores are found in the skin. So the body has a priority principle, and wherever whatever mineral or nutrient is needed most, that's where the body utilizes it. So if we don't have adequate levels, we may not get the amounts that we need in other areas, as they may be diverted to areas that may seemingly need more attention deemed by the body. So that's one of the reasons we really need to make sure that those levels are adequate. And a third of the population is zinc deficient, and that can be for many different reasons. Medications, toxin exposure. Really, the nutrition that we have in our food a lot of times is not what we would hope that it is, because the soils are depleted and we're just not getting a lot of the same nutrition that we once were able to get from some of our food items. Although it's still really important to really aim to get the nutrition from the food as much as possible. So, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I wanted to share some of the information that I found from looking through some of the studies about all of the positives that zinc can have on different skin conditions, challenges, situations. So there's some really good research to back up. It can be very helpful for acne, psoriasis, eczema, even psoriatic arthritis, ulcers. It can help heal ulcers and wounds. It's been found to be really helpful with pre-malignant and malignant skin conditions. So precancerous situations, it can be very helpful there. We also know that it can be extremely helpful with pigmentation situations, and that can be vitiligo, which is a depigmented challenge that the skin can present, or pigmented challenges like melasma, for instance. It also can be very helpful for scars and keloids as well, if you're working to make sure that adequate levels are there to help with those situations also. Then we saw in a study that it can be very helpful from an anti-aging perspective. So there were some people that were put on zinc for 8 weeks, and what they found at the end of the 8 weeks of zinc therapy is that there was a regeneration of the papillary dermis, which basically means it reversed wrinkles, which is really wonderful. We want to make sure that we have adequate zinc levels to be able to reverse some of the wrinkles that might be happening on the skin. And I think it all goes back to some of the tissue repair that it does. So now we know all of the benefits about what zinc can do for the skin. We want to make sure that we are eating meat, fish, eggs, and pumpkin seeds are great sources of zinc. So making sure that you're having adequate intake of all of those items can be very helpful to raise zinc levels. And then we can what I love to do in my office is a liquid zinc test. So if you're a client of mine, make sure the next time you come in, you ask to do a liquid zinc test, and we can do that on you. And what we do is we have you take a little bit of liquid zinc, swish it around in your mouth, and if you don't taste anything, and it just tastes like water, that can be really reflective of low zinc levels. And then if you taste almost like a minerally bitter taste pretty immediately, that can be reflective of those zinc levels being adequate. But we just want to make sure that we're able to gauge what that looks like, and if we need to supplement, then there are ways to do that. And so these studies looked at supplementing with between 15 and 30 milligrams of zinc per day. So those are some great places to start if you're looking at supplementation. So I will post the link to the studies below. I hope that was some super helpful information for you as to why you want to keep those zinc levels high. And as an aside, I had mentioned this in an earlier video, that zinc also inhibits the replication of viruses. So another great reason to keep those zinc levels high, especially during this time. So hope that was some helpful information for you. If it was, please like and share this video. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Always happy to help answer them. So health and happiness. Have a super fantastic day. Thanks so much.